What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this year's Must Add Waivers. Week 1 is almost done. I'm saying that because I am recording during Sunday Night Football. It is currently halftime, but I do have a player on this list for you to pick up. Some of us may be freaking out with some of these players during Week 1, but I'm here to tell you, let's not freak out. Let's not hit the panic button, okay? Marvin Harrison Jr., you'll be just fine, okay? You'll be just fine. And if not, we got a player for you to pick up. But I know you guys don't like to waste time. I don't like to waste time either. Let's go right ahead and get into these waiver wire pickups, starting with quarterback as always. Number 1, I got my boy Baker Mayfield. I've been a Baker guy since day one. He's rostered in 41% of leagues. This past week, he almost had 30 points. He's currently ranked number 2 is quarterbacks as of right now. His week 2 opponent, he's going up against Detroit. It should be a high-scoring game, but just like what we saw last season, this is a pass-heavy offense, and Baker looks really good. He had 4 touchdowns this past game. I expect this to continue going forward. He's out there. He's available just in case you had someone like Jordan Love. You need to pick someone up. Go check this guy out. Another quarterback I want to talk about, I hate talking about this guy, but it's Gino Smith from the Seattle Seahawks. He's rostered in 25% of leagues. He finished off with almost 19 points. And I will add to this, he did not have a good start to the game with the Denver Broncos. But let's not worry. Let's not hit the panic button. If you are in need of a quarterback, this is not a bad pickup. He's going up against New England. Week 2, I know New England just came off a win with the Cincinnati Bengals, but this should be a good game, and Gino should rack up some points for that quarterback position. I'm going to run into the next position here as far as running backs. If you guys want to get more in depth with who to pick up, who to add, who to drop, who to trade for, check out our live video tonight, which this will be on Tuesday. So Tuesday night, which should be tonight after this video, check us out. We'll be live, and we'll be answering every single question. I guarantee it. Number 1, he may not be available, but number 1 is my boy, J.K. Dobbins, dude. I've been talking about J.K. Dobbins forever now, and this past week, he looked really good. He is rostered in 59% of leagues, so there's a possibility that he might be available in your league, okay? But he had 22 points this past game, and guys, I know everyone was talking about Gus Edwards. He's a starting back, which he was, but this guy blew Gus right out of the water. He finished the game with 135 yards, and Gus Edwards had 36. This was just disgusting. And if this carries on, this is JK's job. You want to pick this guy up. You guys want to have him on your roster. Up next, I do want to talk about a combo of players. I'm going to talk about Alexander Madison and Justice Hill. I'm not saying that these guys are going to change your team dramatically, but these guys do play a role in their offense. They're not getting the carries that the running back 1 is getting, but they are being heavily involved in the passing game, which makes them relevant for fantasy football. So if you're in a half PPR or in a full PPR, Alexander Madison, Justice Hill, these are guys to keep your eye on. Another guy to keep your eye on, another guy who's not a game changer right now, but could potentially be, is Tank Dell. Now, Tank Dell and Travis Etienne, they both had the same amount of carries, but just like the story with J.K. Dobbins, Tank Dell was way more efficient than Travis Etienne. And if that continues to happen, then we might see a slight change as far as running back 1, running back 2, or usage in that backfield. So Tank Dell definitely got to keep your eye on if you have an open spot, if your team's just stacked, but you just want to carry some guys on your bench. Tank Dell is a good guy just to keep on there just in case he does pass up Travis Etienne. Now, our next position, let's hit up some wide receivers. Now, this one guy, it's not flashy. His team blows, but let's talk about Dell Robinson from the New York Giants. He's rostered in 19% of leagues, and you guys are like, whoa. Let's pump the brakes, okay? New York Giants, they went ahead and they got Malik Neighbors. That guy looks good. He did great, but check this out. Dell Robinson had 12 targets. 12 targets, tied for the most in the league, right? So you can't go wrong. He is getting the opportunity. And I know what you guys are going to say. Okay, AJ, but the Giants were trailing very hard, so they had to be pass heavy. do you really think the Giants are going to be leading in a few games this season? I think this is going to be the same story in a lot of different games where the Giants are playing catch up. You might want to pick up Juan Robinson. He's gaining the opportunity to get points. I mean, 12 targets? Come on, man. That's not bad at all. Up next, let's talk about Rasheed Shaheed. He is rostered in 44% of leagues. This game was a little disappointing. The New Orleans Saints did not have to pass too much. They were going against the Panthers. It was an absolute blowout. Chris Olave was very disappointing. I had him starting in one league. He only had 2 targets, while Shaheed led the team with 5 targets, only tying with Alvin Kamara. So this is definitely a guy to keep your eye on. Another wide receiver, if you are needing a wide receiver, is Jeudy. Now, this was a horrible game as far as QB play. Deshaun Watson did not play so well, but let's move past that, right? Let's go ahead and move forward. Jeudy, he had 8 targets. He's clearly the favorite target out there in Cleveland. So this is a guy that you want to go out and make sure you have, because as the season progresses, I do believe the situation will get better with quarterback play and Jeudy catching more than just 3 targets. He had 8 targets, only caught 3 of them. Not so great, but I do believe it will get better out soon. Next, let's go to tight ends. Tight ends, I think this is obvious. Let's talk about Isaiah Likely, the guy who absolutely killed it, the guy who dethroned Mark Andrews. Sit down, old man. It's my turn. He looked great. We did have a slight scare of him getting injured towards the end of the game, but we're good. He came back. He almost had that game-tying touchdown or potential game-tying touchdown. Did it happen? That's all right. He's rostered in 30% of leagues. If you guys see him available, go out there, pick him up. If you guys are in auction leagues, you guys might want to put a little hefty amount in there. If he does turn out to be the tight end one the rest of the season, then it'll be totally worth it. Up next, as far as tight ends, let's talk about Colby Parkinson. Now, this guy is playing right now. I do believe he has 5 or 6 targets by the halftime. Like I said, is playing right now. But with Tyler Higbee starting in the PUP list, Parkinson will continue seeing a high impact role on this offense. This is a very pass heavy offense, and Parkinson seems to be getting in the rhythm with Matthew Stafford. So I absolutely love it. If he's out, he's rostered in 9% of leagues. So if he's out there, go pick him up. He is a short-term answer. So pick him up this week. Play him next week, play him the week after that, then sell high on him while you can before it is too late, before Tyler Higbee does come back. Now, if you are one person that likes to stream defenses, I love to stream defenses. That's what I do. If these defenses are available in your league, go get these guys. Go get the Chargers against Panthers, the Jets against the Titans, the Raiders against the Ravens against the Raiders. Don't get the Raiders. And then get the Steelers against the Broncos, and you guys should be set. Now, there's a few injuries that did happen, but like I said, we'll go more in depth with fantasy football questions. We answer every single question in our live stream, which is tonight. So check it out. We do go on at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys want your fantasy football question answered, or if you're not sure who to start, who to sit, who to trade for, or if it's a good trade, let us know in the comment section below. We will answer every single one of those questions. Now, if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And of course, until next time, keep on grinding.